IQ disparity is very great, ranging from all the way up at the 175 mark to all the way down at the 55 point. Now, logic precedes that a higher IQ naturally dovetails into a life met with higher quality, the lower end of the spectrum, the antithesis of this concept. However, I believe there is a certain bliss, a refrainment or suspension of the cognitive process that lends to a life fraught with more opportunities, less complications, and fraught with abundance. The thinking process often puts a pause on action, whether it's approaching a girl at a gym. What will she say? Might she reject me? Might she notice that my eyes are too far apart? I better not risk it. Before you know it, inaction has held an opportunity for growth hostage. Now consider a simpler mind, a mind unplagued by the burden of thought. In the same example, thoughts are minimal, perhaps non-existent. In the same instance, the approach is charged with no expectations at all. Hey, I notice you lift heavy weight. I also lift heavy weight. Might you want to lift heavy weight together sometime? Where that stimulating conversation goes is subject to personal interpretation. A rejection, whilst seen as a failure for some, can be viewed in the same lens as merely a opportunity to show confidence or testing a particular courting strategy that might need some work or maybe a lot of work. And I am always in the latter camp. You can't say that the prior example of the higher IQ but nevertheless overthinking individual can be seen as an example for growth. Sure, you may have spared your ego, your reputation, your self-perception, but you still remain where you are, standing still. Life is an experiment. It serves as something to be tested. Many of the self-professed high IQ individuals do this solely through the medium of the mental, the books, the videos, the audiobooks and such. Now, you won't hear me say that they are not valuable, but they have their limitations in their inspection of reality. And I was this person, by the way, self-professed individual, pseudo-intellectual, perpetuating the narrative that life can be solely understood through the process of what is going on between my ears. But in instances where I embraced my inner AFK upstairs, the results were surprising. I would have never dated a woman who was 2 inches taller than me, got jobs I was technically unqualified for, even made money online. Now I know what you're going to say, that perhaps these examples are not subject to a double-digit IQ, but in fact a higher one. I appreciate the compliment. I actually think that these two are in parts the same thing. It's actually the peak of the bell curve that I believe entails the most danger. This image actually serves as a good explanation. There is a shared elegance of simplicity shared by both the north and the south ends of this bell curve. And if you were going to press me for my analysis of the continuity between both and give you, I suppose, a mini guide on how to render your inner nearly, it would serve that the system is always secondary, or sometimes it doesn't even matter at all. It's the desired outcome that holds the significance. Besides, you should have no loyalty to a system that doesn't give you a desired outcome. How many times have you heard of your friend talking about their in-depth cold approach, memorized method? You need to go up to her and open with these 3 things in these specific orders, and that's how you're going to build attraction and rapport and fundamentally get a girlfriend. When really I look back to the first thing I said to my ex-girlfriend, and it was something to the equivocation of, do you like ping pong? I get so many fancy pitches by multiple so-called social media marketing strategists. No, Joseph, you're losing £20,000 a month by not optimizing your thumbnail, your text font size, and your post schedule. It screams pseudo-competence to me. And this is confirmed when I check their portfolio of results. It's unsurprising to me when they have no results. They have no portfolio. They have no idea. Or a few of you got upset with me last week on my post that I'm leaving the UK. No, Joseph, you're a coward. You're a coward. You must fight for your country. You can make your life better. Make a petition, crowdfund it, bring it to Parliament and fight the system. Or I could just leave. I think I'm going to just leave. While the middle or midwit is crashing out on the particulars and the complexities of their system, both the high and the low IQ alike actually moves with more intention. They move the needle for better or for worse, for success or for a life lesson. There is no downside. The low IQ don't have an ego. I doubt they even know what an ego is. And that's why they grow. I mean, they can't get any worse, can they? These are facts, no theories. Speak soon.